Hey guys, we're gonna be doing part 2 of Thomas and Friends Minis. Now, I know I've done a Thomas and Friends Minis review just today, like a couple hours ago. You can see all the minis we reviewed from. And now today, we're gonna be reviewing the rest of them, or at least a bit more of them. And then starting, we have a cargo car, and that is Soilwork paint car. Now, this thing is splattered with paint. I'm not sure why, but it's meant to be carrying paint. But if you look at the top, that's not paint. That's coal. Why is there coal in a paint car? Mattel, can you please fix that? Like, make the Thomas Friends Minis a bit better. I know you're not really selling them anymore. It's just all engines go. But please fix this. And anyway, we're moving on to, like, Percy that has an octopus on him. If you try to imagine the octopus off of Percy, it would look like Percy is a classic. Now, what I like about Percy, because Percy's my favorite engine, is that, well, Percy pulls big mail cars. They're as big as Gordon's Express coach. And yet, he can pull them, despite being the smallest engine. Next up, we have Gator's friend. Percy's friend, Gator. Yeah, this is Monkey Gator. And I like this mini a lot. But why is Gator a monkey? Is this a reference to, like, mountains? Because Gator is a mountain engine from what I've heard. And look at those ears. It's a bit weird that trains have ears. But we're just going to move on because I don't really have anything to say. Next up, we have Green Arrow Henry. Came from the superhero pack. And what I like about this mini is that Green Arrow, well, his skin color is green. Henry's skin color is green. So, Mattel did a really good job on making this mini. But I like the classic Henry more. Mainly because I like classic minis. So anyway, we're going to be moving on to Paint Splattered Stanley. Pretty good mini, to be honest. You got that paint on his face. That little boiler, the coal. How did paint get onto the cab roof? I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to Paint Splatter Thomas. Mattel, I have one question to ask you. Thomas's, paint, like, not the paint splatter, but the paint that's been painted is a darker type of blue. You guys run out of paint, or is it just naturally Thomas's color for this type of mini? I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a superhero mini. To be honest, this mini is Belle, like a firefighter. Now, what I like about this train is that it looks cool however you play with it. Like Belle, even though she's a fire engine, it's still really nice to just, like, use it as, like, an ordinary train. I'm pretty sure most kids love that. Anyway, up next we have Monkey Percy. Now, Mattel. Again, what's the problem? The eyes. They're not centered. I can even see the outline on where the eyes are meant to be. Mattel, are your machines broken? Because what's wrong? Wait a minute. I actually thought they reused Thomas's face on Percy. I actually thought they did that. Anyway, we're gonna be moving on. This is one of my first minis I ever got, which is Superman Thomas. The coupling's a bit bent for unknown reasons. He's gotten a little bit sun-tanned. Although he is old, he was the first Thomas I got. And he still goes like a dream. I don't play with him a lot because I have the newer minis, but like I said, if you guys want me to make a Thomas and Friends episode, I'll gladly do that. But please comment. Please stop being lazy and just comment. I've actually learned how to turn on the comments. And apparently I cannot make this video child friendly. It is going to be child friendly, but it'll say age restricted. Parents, if you're watching this video it's not going to be age restricted. I just don't want it to say it's for kids only because people can't put comments. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to a next mini. Get away, Toby. We don't want to do school anymore. But seriously. Yeah, I got this Toby from the school pack, like I said, on Christmas. Really like this mini, and I sometimes pretend that these minis, that Toby is like a coach, because I don't really have Annie or Clarabelle. So I just used the two Tobys I have as like coaches. And also, I really love Toby. Read your books now. Anyway, moving on to one of my cargo cars called the Shark Car. It's full of sharks. No touchies. Basically, these cargo cars, they're meant to be like if we have Thomas, for example, you can pull the cars along your bedroom. It just looks really cool. It's like making an episode called Thomas Delivers the Aquarium. But actually, I think I know what Cars comes from. And look at this. We have our next mini called Shark Spencer. Now, Shark Spencer, it's actually quite a coincidence because if you look at the color palette, Spencer's base is the same color as the cargo car's wheels, and the cargo car roof is the same color as Spencer's wheels. And for Spencer to be a shark pulling a tank full of sharks, it's kind of ironic in how they... Mattel, do these go together? I'm not sure. But anyway, moving on to this Porter. And there's nothing to say about this, I just don't really like it. But I'm sorry for the people that like Porter. I like Porter, but not this type of Porter. I actually had a Cyclops Porter. Didn't like it. Anyway, we have Classic Salty. The Dockyard Diesel. Actually, in one of the Thomas Friends episodes, like the old ones, Salty was put at the China clay pits, and then after a day, Salty was put to Brandon Dock because he was a dockyard diesel. Anyway, moving on to Red Tornado Percy. What does this mean? What is this reference to? Also, Percy doesn't even have his colors at all, and his face is red. Why is his face red? It looks like he put ketchup all over him. Yeah, I don't even care anymore. We're just going to move on to Pop Art Thomas. Thomas's paint job is slightly more sky blue. And what I like about this is that it resembles a comic book. Therefore saying that comic books are for children, like action and they like action. Thomas has been around the world. Thomas being a comic book says adventure. This mini just says, I want to go on an adventure. That's literally what the mini says, and it really resembles one of Thomas's personalities. Anyway, we're almost done, and we've got Clockwork Toby. Now, his coupling is bent forwards, but that gives him an advantage to the most bizarre thing. Let me get my school Toby. The school Toby cannot do that because his coupling's not bent forwards, which means it can make Toby look like he's doing a wheelie. Alright, he was the first Toby I got. You can see that there used to be black paint right there, and like gold paint right there. It's been through so much wear and tear, and that it's just gone. Anyway, on to one of my favorite looking minis. We got Steven. And he has dirt on him to play with him outside when I was around 11. I like playing with these minis, okay? What does the barrel mean on Steven? I never really understood that. Anyway, there's nothing much to say about this classic. I'm the rocket, and watch how fast I can go. That's literally how fast he can go. He said he was the fastest engine on Sodor, but since there are newer models of him, like Thomas, they can go faster than him. Anyway, down to the finals we have Zebra Thomas. Yes, I admit it, this mini is cool, the pattern palette is good, but I just don't use this mini at all. I'm sorry, but I just don't. I just don't really like it, okay? Yeah, I'm very sorry. Anyway, Fireflies are here. It's Dash from the Vlogging Locos. You have the symbol right there. You have the freckles on his face. I'm sorry you guys can't see it really good. And anyway, I have to end the video right here. Yeah, we've gotten through a lot of my minis. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.